It's tough, right? Yeah, a lot of people hate the third one. I'm starting from the beginning, baby. Got a fucking like 6-day weekend. The characters are just so good. Such a rich story. The whole thing. Need more games like this. Yeah. My favorite alien's the dude that has to. Oh, sorry. My favorite alien's that like Kalen guy who has to tell you like his race tells you like the actual like demeanor of their sentence because they can't like show their how they. He'll be like very annoyed. I don't know why you did that. That shit's so fucking awesome. Yeah.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Yeah.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
You know who I am?
Yeah.
Your arrival created a bigger-than-average stir among the diplomats and hangers-on around here. There's always something new happening.
I always have to change his face because he looks like a meth head.
If you'd like.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
I can't even remember. That's why I'm playing through it. Yeah. They all suck.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Supposedly,
Well,
it better not suck like the
Flux
last
has
one.
gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
I'm pumped for some of the games on the horizon.
This place seems strange. There's no more humans.
I really got to do a little more studying. I want to do some game reviews on my channel. Yeah. Dude, I should do game reviews and have a segment called Stab Says or like Stab Rates at the very end. I'm like, Stab, what do you think about the game? This game's shit. That's all you say.
Welcome to the Presidium.
Sucks.
Allow me to be... Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel Space Station.
Dude, I love Marshawn Lynch.
I don't need a guide.
Our records indicate this is your first time on the Citadel. A brief orientation session is customary. Please allow me to do my job.
I'll pass.
I apologize if you found my service unsatisfactory. Please submit any complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board. Have a nice day.
Boys, I think I'm going to buy this and go pick it up tomorrow.
You fucking better, dude. So we can play fucking Madden 2K, dude. Yeah, man, Stab gets there, scalp that shit on you.
The sale's already in.
Okay, gang, let's do it. Slip you, Mickey.
Council isn't gonna ask me any questions, are they?
You know what? At that point, it's all yours. I'll just slide over to Walmart. Oh! So I was telling Evan, out the PO, I was leaving. So when I pull up to the post office, there's a guy, he got pulled over by the troopers. It's a parking lot right across from the PO. So
Saren's hiding something. Give me more
he
time.
has it. Yo, clearly he has dark tint on his truck.
Don't be ridiculous.
He only cracked his window to talk to the officer. He never rolled down his window fully. And he stayed in his vehicle.
Commander
So I
Shepard,
go into the PO, I
was the
put
officer
myself
in charge of
away,
the
get
C-section
shit organized,
investigation
and I
in
come
Saren.
outside. I'm leaving. Now there's 3
Come across
troopers
anything
there.
I should know about?
Saren
So there's 3
most of his
vehicles,
activities are
4
classified.
troopers.
I couldn't find
One
anything
staying in the
solid, but I know
vehicle
he's
right
up to
behind the
something,
truck,
like you humans
and then
say.
there's 3 troopers by the
council's
truck.
ready for us, Commander.
Good luck.
So he's got tint on his
Maybe they'll
windows.
listen to you.
Then I realized that over his
You don't wanna
rear
keep the council
tail
waiting.
lights and his front lights, he's got those like darkening covers over him. So still window cracked just a little bit. That's the way he's talking to the troopers. So a local mechanic business also has a flatbed. Brewer and brewers. So they pull up in front of the truck
hearing's
with
already
the
started. Come
flatbed.
on.
The dude fucking. All of a sudden, you see like the troopers move. Dude
The
pops
gas
the
attack
truck
is a matter
and
of
drive.
some concern, but there's nothing to
Yo,
indicate
takes
Saren
off.
was involved in any way.
The investigation by
Yo,
Citadel Security turned
And
up
then
no evidence
this is
to
the
support
most.
your charge
Again,
of
I
treason.
can't. Yo, the scene is so great, but such the gangster move is he rolls
read
down
the
his
Eden Prime
window,
reports.
flicks a cigarette outside the
testimony
truck
of
as
one
he's fucking
traumatized
peeling off
doctor
down the road,
was hardly
like so gang. And then the
I
troop.
resent
He
these
basically.
accusations. Nihilus was a fellow
He
Spectre,
did not run
friend.
over the trooper's
That
foot.
just let you catch him off
But
guard.
I know
Captain
they're gonna
Anderson,
put in the thing that
You
he
always
ran
seem
over
to
his
be
foot.
involved when humanity
It's
makes false charges
and
against me.
yo, the
This
troopers
must
jump
be
in their
your protege,
vehicles,
Commander
peel off
Shepard.
down the road after him. As soon as the flatbed pulls in front of his truck, he just puts it in drive. I'm out of here.
Mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me.
No, they're gonna pull you over and they're gonna tow your vehicle. So,
But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species
but
needs
it
to
was so
learn its
hilarious.
place,
Like
Shepard. You're not
people
ready
in
to
the
join
PO,
council.
me.
You're not even ready to join
This
the
goofball
Spectres.
Erica runs
There's
out
no
of the
right to say
PO
that.
like, "Did you just
That's
see
not
that?"
the
And I'm like,
decision.
"Yes, we were standing
Shepard's
here."
admission into the
Me and
Spectres
my-
is not
the
the purpose
other
of
dude.
this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose.
He was in his
Humans are wasting
vehicle,
your
and I was just
time,
talking with him,
Counselor.
and I was like, "Yeah, we've seen the whole thing. We've just been standing here."
Can't hide behind the council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue.
Amazing,
Commander Shepard's
like
vision.
classic,
It may have been
amazing
triggered by
footage.
the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now?
But
How can I defend my
in
innocence
Syracuse,
against this kind of testimony?
they do
I
not
agree.
pursue
Our judgment must be based on
an
facts
assailant
and
leaving
evidence,
in his vehicle.
not wild imaginings and reckless
only because
speculation.
Do you have anything else
if
to
you
add,
pursue
Commander
him,
Shepard?
you're going to
You've made your decision.
the assailant is going to
won't
go
waste my
faster and going to do anything he can to get away. Right. You have more stop
Council
signs,
has
more
found no
stoplights.
evidence of any connection
Again,
between Saren and the guests.
civilians
Ambassador,
could get
your
hurt.
petition
He'll
to
just
have him
run
disbarred
anybody
from the
over,
Spectres
jump
was
the
denied.
curb, whatever.
I'm glad
Someone's
to
going to
see
get hurt.
justice was
So what they
served.
do is, on
This
pullover or
meeting is
whatever,
adjourned.
they get the license plate, they get the vehicle make and model, and they let the person go. At that point, they can track the vehicle once they get enough information.
It was a mistake bringing you
And
into that
no one's
hearing,
hurt.
You and
The
Saren have
dude,
too much history.
obviously,
It
when
made the
you
council question
discontinue
our
the
motives.
pursuit, the
I
dude
know,
slows
sir.
down,
He's working with the Geth for one
and
reason.
no one gets hurt.
To exterminate the entire human race. Every
But
colony we have is at risk.
Not this
Every
case.
world we control is in
Troopers
danger.
don't follow
Even
that
Earth
same
isn't
rule.
safe.
They peeled off right after him.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
Yeah.
As expected,
I told you
he's
about that.
virtually untouchable.
He didn't kill her.
We
He
need
tried.
to find some way to expose him.
Oh yeah, he did kill her.
What about Garrus, that C-Sec
Stabbed her.
We saw him arguing with the executive.
That's right.
Wow.
He was asking
Yeah.
for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in C-Sec who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
That's crazy.
That's basically half a full.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
Yo, the
I need
Holmes
to
and
take care of
Fulton
some
are
business.
wicked
Captain,
cheap.
meet me in my office later.
Yo, do you know?
Harkin's probably getting
So
drunk
Evan,
and
you know
Cora's dead.
the house that Curly
It's a
was
dingy
staying in
club in the
Fulton
lower
with
section.
his girl?
I don't know
That he
exactly.
ended
I
up
know
taking-
roughly where it is, but I don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, it's a monster
Maybe there's
house,
another way
right?
to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla
I
Vaughn over in
thought
the
so.
financial
I go
district.
so.
Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow.
Me and Curly, you know,
Shadow
this is
broker?
during broke.
An information dealer.
That
Buys and
do
sells secrets
an
to the
Amazon
highest bidder.
Sunday.
I've
So
heard
we're
Barla Vaughn's one of the
talking,
top
and like he's
representatives.
talking.
He might know something about
Doesn't
Saren.
come up too
But his
too
information
much,
won't
but
come
he's
cheap.
talking about his ex-girl, right?
You and
So I
Saren
said,
had a history.
I just gotta ask.
What happened?
About 20 years ago,
How much? How
I
much
was
is
part
that?
of the mission in the
I
civilian
literally thought
I was working with Saren to
that
find and
it
remove
was like
known
either
terrorist
his
threat.
parents' place or
Saren
this girl's
eliminated
parents'
this
place.
But
He's
a lot
like,
of people
nope.
died along the way. Innocent.
Me and my girl,
And the official
we
records just
we
covered it
put
all
in
up.
together,
But I saw how he operates.
and we
No
we
conscience.
bought that place.
No hesitation.
Not like bought it outright,
He'd
but
kill
we
1,000
put money
innocent
down
civilians
and,
to end
we
the
were
war
paying for
without
that
a second
place.
thought.
It's a monster house. And I said, man, that thing looks huge. He was like, yeah, it was big. I said, how much was it? He was like, so what he did say was me and her put
Killing
in
innocents
and we
doesn't
got the
end
house.
wars. It causes them.
He's like, I basically lost
I know how
about
the world
10
works.
grand.
Sometimes
But he
you're forced
was
to make
like-
unpleasant decisions.
The amount of
But
time
only
that I
if there's
lived
no
in
other way.
there,
Saren doesn't even look for
he was like, it pays for the
broken.
cost of me putting down the
likes the
10
violence,
grand.
the
So
killing.
he was like, me and her
he
broke
knows
up,
how to cover
but
his
walking
tracks.
away, he was like, yeah, I
You don't
might have
think
lost
much of
10
Harkin.
grand. Yeah, I could go
But I
fight
joined
that. But he
CSEC
was
about
like, in
20
the
years
end,
He's
I
been
got
an
my
embarrassment
money
to our
and more
species
for
ever
the amount
since.
of time that I was with
Roughing
her
up
and living
suspects
in
in
the house.
custody,
So I said,
bribery
how
accusations,
much did that house cost?
alcohol and drug use.
Half
Anderson
gallon.
used to
grand.
step in when he got in trouble.
140 grand.
I guess
that
enough was enough.
Yo, it's either
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first.
it's not
Cuban CSEC
183.
officers. Guess it would have looked bad
It's
if he
like-
got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force.
185
Politics is
or
a dirty business
187
sometimes.
First Street.
But it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans.
Yo,
in
it's a
CSEC
monster
now to
house
stop
with like the
protecting.
separate, like you drive the.
I should go.
There's
Good
always
luck,
a little
sir.
sports car all the way in the back. White House, off First Street. You're almost at Batavia right there.
Batavia. That's your place.
Some scumbags in Batavia. Yo, 140 grand for that house. I was like, what? I was like, you're kidding me. He was like, nope. Yo, that's how low the market in Fulton is for houses. That house easily looks like it's 200. I don't know, but yo, Stab, I'm telling you, from the outside it looks massive. So I know on the inside it's massive. The house looks anywhere from 250 to 350,000. I swear to God, any other place you get in Syracuse, Liverpool, anywhere else, I guarantee you that house would go for 250, anywhere up to $400,000.
Why are you so interested in the keepers?
140.
I've got no interest in the
keepers. Fulton.
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Yeah, running the ball's so effective.
We're just talking. Is there something wrong
Just watching the
with
Cowboys run the ball over and over again into fucking piles of dudes.
I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
No. Let's see what happens. A little screen here. Oh, the screen.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the keepers. I don't really think
So-
my scanning disturbs them, but the
On
authorities
Amazon
might disagree.
Prime,
I'd like
outside
to do
of
it more
football, I've
openly,
watched
but
that
it's not really worth getting arrested over.
Jack Ryan series. It's a little bit too
I can help you
unrealistic.
out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
Because, like, he goes in and, like...
I'm
so
Commander
basically,
Shepard,
it's
with the
the
Alliance
offshoot
military.
of the Harrison Ford
I
character,
suppose I
you
could use
know,
the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed.
the series that he
Activated
did.
each time you see
It
a
was
keeper.
him,
All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll
like
even
the
send a
one
few
he was
credits your way
taking
for
up
each
the,
unique
like,
scan.
Colombian cartel.
Right.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I
the other
can
one he
about
was
the
taking
keepers.
on
We see them working
the
everywhere, yet we know
IRA,
so
the
little
Irish,
about them. I'm a scientist.
you know,
I
that
wanna
kind of
know what makes them
bullshit.
tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself.
So this series is a reboot.
So long, and good luck with the scanning.
But is it just me or that all of a sudden, like, they make these dudes almost like they're not superheroes, but they're like yeah, but like a John Wick. I can kill 100 people in a span of like
Wait, what are we
30
talking
minutes.
about now?
Yeah. I'm just talking about how they make shows and like these dudes are like they almost make them like these just super soldier android kind of dudes that are regular dudes, can be killed with a shot to the head, but they're able to like kill like 100 dudes with like
Yep. There it is. I'm telling you, to stab nose, dude.
I can't believe the council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
but come like even the DOD,
Listen, Altered
the
Carbon
CIA's
was
got
the truth.
That was a fucking good show. That was
Yeah,
a really good
the
show.
first season was so fucking good. It had so much potential. Second season was kind of like meh. But Altered Carbon's first season was awesome. Oh, dude, so good. The first season's so good.
Well,
I
like,
watched
I think-
that like so many times.
Well, yeah, you put me onto it, and I was like, "Oh, this is actually pretty fucking good."
All you got to do is stab and just watch the first season. First season, awesome. You don't need to watch.
Yeah,
the second
leave it at
season.
that. Yeah,
the second season was a
like,
letdown. I love the
It jumped-
actor, but like, dude, they should have stayed with Kovac. They
Mm-hmm.
should have figured out a way to stay with Kovac and shit. And like, yeah, it alludes to him a little bit and stuff like that. But
Ah, a very
Man.
famous one, yes?
That character to me was so compelling.
The tale of how
Not
you
just
survived the great
the guy
tragedy
that
of the
plays
Truth.
him, like his sleeve that he's in, but Kovac himself, the actual guy whose mind's in the body.
So the problem is that they make shows.
You've got me at
But
a
what happens is
disadvantage
they
here.
don't know,
Forgive me,
like any
Earthclad.
other show.
My name is Barla
They run a
Vaughn.
pilot, they run
My
a couple
job makes it
episodes,
necessary
and
for
they
me
don't
to
know if
keep
it's going to hit
informed.
enough to keep the show
I
going.
am a financial advisor
So they only
to many
really run
important
a
clients here
season
on the
worth.
Citadel.
And then what
When
ends up
someone as
happening
important
is
as
the
yourself
show
arrives on the
gets a cult
station,
following, or there's enough people to like it, and they'll continue the show. The problem is that the creators of the
I've
show
heard you work for the Shadow
don't
Broker.
make it
Do you have any information
beyond
about Sarah?
seasons worth.
You're
So
very
then,
blunt, Shepard.
when they get into the next season, the problem is
am an
like now
agent
they're
for the Shadow
creating
Broker.
storylines
And I do
that
know
they've never
something
even thought of
about
because they
Saturn.
only went to one season's worth. Because they don't even know if the show is going to get off the ground. So the problem
I
is,
need that information.
the next
now.
season always is like this
Threats don't
kind
work
of
on
like
me,
just
Commander.
blah,
This information is worth a
convoluted
small
thing that they
fortune.
really haven't
But
thought
this is an
through,
unusual
and they're given a
situation,
short
so
window
I
to
am
create
going to
it so
let
they
you
can
have
pump
for
it out
free.
the next season.
What's the catch?
It
There
always
is
when
no
it's like
catch.
that kind of
The Shadow
setup,
Broker is quite upset with
it's
Saren
never
right
that good.
now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
That's what happens when you deal with a traitor like Saren.
No matter what you think of Saren,
Right,
he's
and
not
and
stupid.
like
He knows the Shadow
it never
Broker
was
is a
like the
valuable
original
ally.
concept, and they're not given time
Turning
to
on him
like
doesn't make sense.
develop that
Not unless something huge was at stake.
any added on
I don't know the
story or
details,
follow up stuff
but the
because
Shadow
they never
Broker hired a
created it. They
freelancer
never
to
thought
deal
of
with
it beyond
a
the first
Krogan
season.
mercenary.
Most of the time,
That's not
sometimes they
much
don't
to
even
go
think about it beyond
Told
like a
you that
pilot
the
and a
most
couple
famous Spectre in
episodes
the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker.
because they don't know what's going to
Goodbye,
hit or not.
Considering the price. Speak with the Krogan if you
So,
want to learn more.
Alter
I heard he was
Carbon,
paying
the
a
first
visit to
season,
Citadel Security.
but again,
If you hurry, you might catch him before he
it's
leaves
always like
the
a sequel.
Academy.
Yeah, you might not make enough money, but you gotta go with the second season because that's what people want because they like the first one so much. But Alter Carbon, the first season is so good. It's just the second season is so
I want to watch
flat.
it now.
So flat.
What's Euphoria?
About people on drugs. Yeah. Like heavy drugs.
Like every show, so many shows now are like kids that are barely legal, just addicted to drugs and their life sucks.
Thanks for the info.
Or shows about sexualizing underage girls. Like what's that one?
No. So this brings me to my second point. So they did a recreation
of assistance
of
to you today,
Willow
Earthclad?
and
I should go.
it's all young people and it's all like all millennial stuff and it's like they have to bring in the young people into it and it's like so my dad like forewarned me. I was like, hey, listen, I'm gonna think about watching Willow and I'm thinking about there's another series too. National Treasure. So National Treasure, the movies with Nicolas Cage. So they made a series out of it.
Ah, human.
So
this one is greatly
and
pleased
Willow
to see you
are
here in my
both,
decadent emporium.
It's a spin-off, but it's young
This
people.
one's face name is
I mean, really
Delaminder,
young people, like
though many in this place
like
simply refer
wicked
to it
young
as Devon.
millennials or whatever.
Please
Man,
take time
it's,
to examine the
it's
fine
like,
goods it has for purchase.
It's
All
not
of great
for
work.
us. It's definitely not for us.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire. For a price,
So,
naturally.
the two girls in the beginning of Willow.
I'd like to see these rare and
oh,
wonderful
I,
items.
this is what I can't stand.
Oh,
either.
this one
I
is
hate
pleased to
this.
do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
So it's not like making like gays or trans. That's not what I'm talking about. how can you be so young and be like a master swordsman, or like, you know, like they're sitting there dueling and like they can just take down almost anybody. So like an attack comes and like they're running in and like, oh, there's no fear. And I'm like, but you're making them like as if they're 16, 17 or something like that. It's like Tiger Woods was good at 16, 17, but Tiger Woods wasn't a master at golf at that age. He was still an amateur. Like, let's be honest. Like, you would have to be a LeBron James of, like, your century to be that good at, like, swordsmanship. It just...
Yeah.
But think about it. Half of them, because they're inbred freaks, wouldn't live past fucking 21, 22 anyway. So, like, let's be honest. Well, okay, they don't even get to the actual Willow character within the first 2 episodes. I watched the first 2 episodes. There is no, like, Willow doesn't even show up. They have older scenes where they show clips of the original movie where like they like, it's not foreshadowing, but it was like they were going back in the past and talking about Willow. Yeah, and it was like, that's the only time you've seen them. But I'm like, yo, it's all this like
Commander,
young people stuff,
it is
and
good
I'm like,
to see you again.
Like,
would you care to see some of its
the
fantastic
brother's
items
like this
today?
handsome dude that can like throw like just walk into a room and
Show me
all the
right.
women are jumping at him. Yeah, it's
Oh,
so
this one
bad.
is
Like,
pleased
I'm
to
like,
do so,
what?
human.
This can't
You
be
will
it.
not be disappointed.
Okay, but in the first 2 episodes you have not even got to him yet. So you call it Willow. Just yo, that's what I did say. Val Kilmer, when they show the old clips of him in the beginning episode, I'm like, damn, that's a young ass dude. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's so bad. I'm like,
he passed away or he's like dying, right?
Terminal 3. Here in the financial district,
Oh,
a
he's
number
like
of
on the
businesses
fucking
offer
death's doorstep,
various goods
isn't
and
he?
yo,
services to their
when he
exclusive
did
clientele.
Willow originally,
The statue
you're
you see
talking that
before
dude
you
is probably
was
no older
commissioned
than
to honor
20,
the Krogan
19, 20.
soldiers who gave
Like,
their lives to
geez,
protect
and like,
in the
they bring him
aftermath
back
of the
and he's
Krogan
like,
rebellions. Several embassies
but like,
petitioned to have the
again,
statue
they
removed.
never get to those characters in the
this
first couple
motion was
episodes. It's
eventually
like, you're
quashed by the
losing me.
council.
Like, I'm,
That's all
okay,
for now.
these aren't the
you for
original
using it again.
characters.
Have a pleasant day.
Again, they do like the Star Wars. So yes, they want to rebuild new stories to bring a younger generation in. But still the core of the Star Wars is Luke Skywalker. It's Darth Vader. It's the Force. It's, you know, Yoda. Now you bring it, okay, we'll do Baby Yoda. You know what I mean? We still have Mandalorians, which were part of
Mandalorian,
but they're not
good.
Oh, it's so good. Oh,
You just get to watch.
the book
Watch
the
my
book of
girl
Boba
rip
Fett.
around with fucking the thickness.
Well, no, that's the book of Boba Fett. So, oh no, that is the Mandalorian. No.
Oh yeah. See, Stab don't like Gina Carano all the way we do, dude.
Yeah, I know.
He thinks she looks like a dude.
I oppose that opinion.
Hell yeah. Oh, Joy Taylor? Yeah, she fired too. She's not with them anymore.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism 21. There are many
that's wholesome.
Including the Citadel embassies.
Me and Evan had that conversation.
On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel
She looks like
Tower,
she's one of those chicks that's too good for any man, though.
to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
You were talking about what she acts. She's just too good for any man.
No, but
I want to know more about Citadel security.
They do a better setup. Star Wars
for all regions of the Citadel.
And even like the superhero like Marvel stuff.
Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC.
I don't know,
individuals from virtually every species across Citadel
and again, I
space
understand Disney's real brand is young people coming in.
Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the line.
If we're gonna reboot like a Willow,
tell me about the embassies.
I don't even know what
Each
Willow
species
is.
in Citadel space important enough to
Willow
be
is kind of like
consulted
a
on
it's kind of
galactic
weird
politics,
offshoot
maintains
of
an
like
embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the
right,
first non-council
but the best way I can put this is Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings had like the Hobbit, and then Willow is like a different like a different version of that, but a very another fantasy land. But also, like you have Legend with Tom Cruise, another fantasy land, but
why were people trying to keep my
I won't
species
say
out?
similar, but very in the same line. So Willow has its own story, but
it often takes a century or
you know,
more
in its
before a new
own world or
species is
whatever.
granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Yep. But they went so hard in on this young kid shit. It's
In
like,
the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Salarians, the most populous
the
and
original,
widespread
but
species
the
in
new
Citadel
stuff
space.
is just like
They established many new
I
colonies
watched
and
I watched a
trading
couple
outposts,
episodes and then
they
I was
petitioned the
done.
Council
I haven't
for a
gone
greater
back. I'm
role
like,
in
okay,
determining in recognition
where's my
of-
boy?
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive
I
responsibilities.
don't know because it's like
They must provide
it's taking too
personnel
long.
and ships for the Citadel fleets.
And it's
They
like this
often
young
provide
people
economic
drama.
aid in times of disaster.
And like the brother, who's a handsome prince, he's sitting there messing with some girl that makes, you know, shit in the
embassies allow lesser
in the
species to have a
kitchen,
voice on the Citadel.
and then they're worried about what he might do because he has these women all over him.
I
And
apologize
I'm like,
if my
what?
personality
I'm like,
has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
so they're making like so they create their own storylines, but really, it's like they want Willow action figures and like Val Kilmer action figures and that woman action figures, but they know that those men are so stupid that they could care less about the young actors in that set, just as long as you're rebooting Willow, and then you'll get a whole market of these fucking, I don't know, these incel retards that want fucking Willow shit. Yeah. And then, obviously, when women walk into their apartment when they're on a date and they run for the hills because they think that these people are fucking...
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer.
Yeah, and then you get 10 years down the road, and it's increased by like 50 cents.
You must be
it's
one
like
of Captain Anderson's crew.
Tennessee's out here fucking keeping the game close.
I know where Garrus is. You gotta tell me.
That stuff is
first.
just.
Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Listen, I like the original Nintendo stuff.
The captain used to be a
but I'll just leave it at that. I don't need any Mario Brother action figures.
Never given that honor, and then he blew it.
Like, I find that
screwed up his mission so bad they
like
kicked him out.
like listen.
Of course,
I've loved Mario Kart back in the days. It just still doesn't. It still doesn't bring me to grab a Nintendo Switch. I'm just over it. Well, don't tell Doc that. Him and his girl got a Switch. Nothing against that, because I'm not gonna waste my money on like 16-bit graphics still.
Why'd they kick him out?
Nah, the graphics are good on it. So like you can play Zelda Breath of the Wild and Skyrim and shit, but like it's just there's not enough games on that thing to make me want to buy it. Not enough stuff that's for me, anyways.
I went through this thing.
Why should I believe a drunk like
that
you?
I had a blood clot.
Ask Anderson. I bet he tells you. He's too stupid and proud to lie right
So I bought a Nintendo.
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
Can't remember what I bought.
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station.
No,
love
like
to
it was.
talk.
It had like
If you got him,
Modern Warfare 3 or something like that on there. So it was just past the Xbox 360. So I had an original Xbox, and it used to have the Ring of Death. So I already turned it in twice.
Garrus was sniffing around
I was
Dr.
getting
Michelle's
pissed off
office.
with
She
it.
runs the med clinic on the other side of
And like the people that I was playing Xbox with, they were like, "Oh, it's not a problem." I was like,
How well
"It's a
do you
huge
know
problem.
Captain Anderson?
I don't want to turn my
Met him a few
Xbox
times
in for
over
2
the
weeks and
years.
I can't
One of those
play
hardcore
until they either
military
send me a
guys. Yes,
refurbished
sir. No,
one
sir.
or they fix
Can't have any fun with a
the
stick up
fans
your
on
ass,
it. It's
sir.
bullshit." And then when
probably
I'm
why he climbed
doing this
the
the second
Alliance
time,
ranks
after the
so
second
fast.
time,
Military
they were like,
loves
"Okay, the warranty is voided. It only
The
does it
captain's
for
a
2
good soldier.
times." So now
Sure,
I either
whatever.
have to buy
Dress
an
him in a
extended
fancy
warranty,
suit, pin some shiny medals
or
on his chest and call him a
when
hero.
it does happen
Everybody
again,
else
then I
does.
gotta pay like $50-$60 for
But
them
if
to
he's
fucking
so
fix
great,
it and
why'd
still
the
send the
Spectres
fucking
kick
thing
him
out.
Why'd you go ask him
So
about
I end up
that?
getting this Nintendo, and yeah,
What's
the
it like working for
graphics
CSEC?
were horrendous.
What was it
I mean, it was like
Executives
blurry, and I'm
suspended me
trying
without
to
pay.
play like
Recurring
Modern
violations.
Warfare on it. It was like Modern
CSEC
Warfare
was
3,
keeping
and I'm
a
like,
file on me. Can you believe
really?
that?
I
Every mistake
went
I
so
ever made
fast.
went into the books. Get a
I
little
took
rough with
that
a suspect,
360,
note in the file. Have a couple of
took it to
drinks on
GameStop,
duty, note in the file.
got nothing for
Skim a
it,
couple of credits off a
and
drug
ended up
bust,
getting
note
an
in the file.
PlayStation or an
You
Xbox
got off easy,
Elite.
if you ask me.
What the
That
hell do
black
you
Xbox
know?
Elite,
Working for
not the
CSEC
newer
and like
ones
me in
that
the
looked like it
Marine.
had a bunch of
People get
vents on
pissed
it,
off if we
but
shoot
that
somebody.
Xbox Elite
Investigations, inquiries,
was
rules,
one of the best
regulations.
systems I ever had. Never had a
day I
problem
plowed
with it.
through enough
Motherfucker
red
was
tape to
solid
choke
as
a
fuck.
rhino. That's how you gotta
But
be
Dude,
to
Tyron
do this
Smith
job.
is so
Don't talk to
huge.
me about right and
The
wrong.
Wii was so fucking bad. I bailed on it within a week. It was horrendous. And that, I was like, I will never mess with a fucking Nintendo again.
Yeah,
You
good.
cannot
Go.
sell me on that shitty fucking graphics. I can't stand that shit.
I know, right? Fucking man children out there, dude.
The back rooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Goodbye.
Enjoy the club.
It's better than fucking Shepard's face. Shepard looks like his eyeballs are gonna explode out of his head.
Captain Anderson tell us he used to be a Spectre.
Yeah.
No, that Wii was. After that, I will never trust any Nintendo product. Just because. Not because it was a Wii or Nintendo. It's just what was presented on the screen was.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies?
Blurry,
yes? Yes,
I almost could not identify the game when I was playing. I mean, literally was running on these like boards, and the pixelation was like, I'm telling you, it was 16-bit. It was so bad. It was like the N64 and the Cube was 100 times better than
Commander
that.
Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime.
I loved the GameCube. That was one of my favorite consoles.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I remember.
They say a lot of things.
Like
I
my
was too
cousins
busy
had
killing
it.
them to count.
And they had Mario Brothers Smash, and they had
time for a quick autograph?
Mario Kart on it. That was good on it. The Wii was just the Wii was like going backwards. I'm telling you, I had a good TV, everything. That shit was garbage. Total garbage.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
No, because they were always creating content for young kids, and it was like, okay, like
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this much.
Yeah.
Commander Shepard? I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
It's just catering to kids, which is fine. It's just
I've
like
been hunting for evidence of
all the
corruption and
kids
organized crime on the
that
Citadel,
you were
but
catering
there are
with
places
the
I can't
original
go.
Nintendo,
I was
they're
hoping
all
you might
grown
share
up.
anything you find
And the
during
fact
your own
is now you have a
I can
whole
make it worth your
generation of
time.
us which are in our like 30s/40s, and
How do you
like
know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
you not really carry those
I'm a good
people
journalist,
along.
Commander Shepard.
So
Word
then
gets around.
all your PS5,
How do you know that my investigation
all
is going
your,
to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big.
Xbox X
And if it's
Series
big,
stuff,
it's something I'd like to hear
you
about.
don't have those people there.
You've got to have access
or
to better
even
sources.
computer players.
Why contact me?
You
I'm
have to
using every
evolve
source
with
I
the
can find,
technology,
but I
man.
think
You
I've got a better
cannot
shot
be
with
back
you.
in the dark ages
According
when it
to your
comes
file,
to
you
graphics,
survived
especially
back on
when
the
the
cruise
when the
everyone else in your
TVs,
squad got
you
killed.
got
If anyone can find the worst
computer
elements of the Citadel
screens
and
like
live to tell
totally
about
upgrading.
it's you.
Curved screens. Come on,
Sounds
man.
like a good cause.
If
I
them
find any
graphics
information,
can't be
it's yours.
that like low pixelated.
Thank you,
It just
Commander.
doesn't
You
work.
won't regret it.
Not for adults anyway. And what are you're gonna burn out the kids too, because the kids are gonna be like, what the hell is this shit? And the fact is like, when kids get older, they want to play like Call of Duty. They want to play really good games like FIFA and like not squinting their eyes trying to play the game. Like it just odd to me.
So, Williams, you happy you signed on with Commander Shepard?
Yo,
I'm not
think
sure,
about this.
Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle
thought
on it,
this
the
system
universe banks hard to
blew it away. They just came at the wrong time. They were just in this weird space. Dreamcast was amazing, and it just had this weird period in between PlayStation and like, oh man, it was so. Yeah, and they didn't have the game. What basketball game that it had? Man, that shit was so good on Dreamcast. I was like, man, Dreamcast. But the controllers with the little bite thing in there, and it's just like, yeah, they made some really bad moves with it. And like we were buying all this little stuff for Dreamcast, but I'm telling you, man, Dreamcast was ahead of its time. It just, yeah, like you said, it just marketed bad, just didn't fit in the right spot, and it got bowled over by PlayStation. PlayStation ran that thing right over. And when it came out before that. It dropped at the right time. It just did not hit the way. But I think it costs you too much for all the stuff.
This one believes it has.
That Hanar refuses to listen.
I'll
to
never
reason.
say Dreamcast at that time was ahead of its time. It just felt.
You should be more tolerant. It's just trying to express its
did
beliefs.
A really bad job.
I am not unreasonable.
Yeah.
Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an
but
evangelical permit.
It was like the best thing going. It just.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical
all
permits?
different parts of that was really
Forcing
bad.
religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out
The
undesirables.
Dreamcast was it.
It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground.
Remember, Neo
for a
Geo
religious
just
war.
couldn't drop the price.
So if the
on
Hanar
their
gets a
bullshit.
permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations
Way ahead of its time, too.
results in the forfeiture of the license.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
That's old school. Like, oh, I get it. Sega channel? Oh,
Are you
okay,
allowed
that's
to
where
preach here in
that's
the
where it
Presidium?
links to for you.
The words this unworthy one speaks are merely observations of the truth. The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of
Man,
the
Sega
Enkindlers.
channel is going way bad.
Let me talk to the CSEC officer. Perhaps I can explain the situation.
Yeah,
This
yo,
one would be most grateful.
Xbox 3. Yo,
Any
the
progress with that
original
Hanar?
Xbox. Yo, that
I
thing
think
could
you should
take
let the
20
Hanar
pounds
preach in
of
the
dust. But
The
that thing was
Presidium
a
is a place
tank,
of culture
man.
and respect.
That thing was a
It should not be
tank.
filled with zealots shouting their
Holy
idiocy.
shit.
Why should the jellies get
I
special
never
treatment?
ran into anybody
Every other
with-
species understands and obeys the laws.
If I purchased the evangelical permit myself,
Yo,
would that take care of things?
Halo 3
As long as it
was
stays in
probably
approved areas once it has the permit, yes.
like
that would solve the issue for me.
I'll be
Halo
back.
3 probably changed a
I don't
lot
care
of people's
what you have to
lives.
do. Just get rid of that Hanar.
Halo 3 with their maps and like the sniper
Has the
rifle,
CSEC officer been
like,
assuaged?
But here's the weird thing about Halo.
Is this
That
really
sniper
how you want to
rifle,
represent
even
the
to this
Enkindlers?
day, has not changed.
The
It's the
truth
same
of the
looking
Enkindlers
sniper
must
rifle.
be made known. They
Yeah,
gave the
that
Hanar
big
language
optical
and gave
thing
the
that's
unit.
like
This one
triangular
only
and
wishes
like
to
it's
spread
got
the truth to any
it's
who
got
will
the
listen.
tripod out
There
in
is no
front. It's
intent
the
to
same
cause trouble.
sniper rifle. It's so fucking hilarious.
What if I purchased the evangelical
But
permit
Halo
for you?
3 was such
Finances
a
are
huge
only a
game
partial
changer
limitation.
for Xbox.
This one does not.
Huge.
However,
I remember-
this one also does not possess the 150 credits
So I
necessary to
remember
purchase the
a
permit.
friend of
150
mine
credits?
and his girl used
This
to
is a
play
most-
Halo.
This one
They
will
used to
not
do
cause
doubles, right? Back in the day, they used to fucking be lit on doubles.
I see the
And
Hanar.
I remember playing
Thank you.
the original Xbox, playing like the original Halo.
Happy to help.
Here,
And that's when
for
I
your
got
assistance in this
into.
matter.
That's when
Now,
I
if you'll
first saw
excuse me, I
Xbox.
should report to my superiors.
I was so lost playing that game. They were just like, "Yo, go ahead, play." And I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I felt like I had two left hands. I was like, oh my god, and I was like just like, I mean, the dun. I didn't know anything, and I was just like, oh. And then when Xbox 360 hit, he was like, one friend was like, you need to go out and get it. You got to go out and get it. And okay, this is going to be the best story ever. This is the story that still even Evan will say. So I get the Xbox 360. Like an idiot, I get all the accessories. I get an extra controller. I get a camera, that little like mini little tripod camera thing or whatever, a little small little thing. Yeah. No, not the Kinect. No, that's the later Xbox 360. That even the systems come with the Kinect. No, this is that actual camera that you would plug in to the front of the Xbox. It was corded, It was like a little camera. I swear, yo, it's old school, right? I get that, but yo, I go to GameStop, get that used. I get all the stuff, right? So my friend and then a couple other friends are my brother's friends. Like he went to high school with them. So my brother was like, or my friend was like, yo, this is how you hook up with L. This is his gamer tag, blah, blah, blah. And
Welcome.
then it was,
I'm Nelina.
remember, what hit so hard on that was Gears of War. Gears of War was it on that shit. Yo, I was so lost
the
on
early
Gears
ones
of
are
War.
awesome.
Can't I just go in?
Yo, the original
I'm
Gears of
afraid
War,
not.
yo, you couldn't connect with
you must
nobody.
understand there are many
But-
who seek the consort
Yo,
services.
when you try to connect with friends,
But if you
it
wish
did
to
not
leave your
work.
name,
It
she'll
was so
make every effort to
clunky.
meet with you.
But again, if you could, yo,
What do
it
you
was
do here, Nolina?
amazing. Gears of War
I'm
was
one
amazing.
of the consort's
So,
acolytes.
Gears
Many
of
the
War
people here today
and
will not see the consort, but they expect to
Modern
be attended
Warfare.
to just the
Modern
same.
Warfare on
It's
that
our job to
was
ensure that they
completely
leave
insane.
contented.
That shit blew my fucking mind.
What exactly do you attend to?
Because I do remember way back in the days,
Well, each acolyte has her unique
playing
abilities.
Counter-Strike on computer.
Some soothe with song, others with conversation.
That was a game changer. That stuff
As
way
much
back
as possible,
when.
we seek to match
Duke
the
Nukem
needs of our clients to the skills
and,
of our acolytes.
and
My
Counter-Strike.
specialty is touch.
Counter-Strike
My
was a
fingertips
whole
can
different
find
level of
every
shit
tension
on
point
computer.
in your body and release
Yo,
it.
Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem 2, hilarious.
Yo, Duke Nukem, and you played in the stadium,
I'd like
and
to
with
try out your
rocket
services.
launchers, and just
Excellent.
those,
I'll
man.
add you to our
Yo,
client list.
we
We
had
should be
linked
able
up
to see you
computers in my friend's basement. We would play Duke
3 or
Nukem
4 months.
in the middle of the night.
Nobody's
we
worth
would
that much
not
of
go
a
to
wait.
sleep until like 6, 7
that's
o'clock
not
in
for
the
me to
morning.
judge.
We'd play
I
all
have your
fucking
name
night,
and you'll
just
be contacted.
blowing each other
Is
up.
there
Like
anything
it was
else?
just insane. Duke Nukem, Quake,
What is
Quake
the
back in the
consort?
days
What
was
does she do?
amazing.
It's difficult to explain.
Yo, Quake.
She's
Yo,
many
we
things
used to
many
play.
people,
Oh
and
no, we
something
used to
different
play.
for
One of the
each.
first
We used
real
to play
legit
For
arena
advice,
shooters.
some for entertainment,
Remember,
others still for pleasure.
Portal, like, but it
Most
wasn't
of the
Portal.
time,
It was
our
Team
clients won't
Fortress.
realize
Team
what they were
Fortress.
seeking until
Team
after she's
Fortress was
provided
the
it for them.
original
I'm
massive
done.
map where you could have 30
Oh,
fucking
well, I
people
hope
in
you'll
it,
return
but it was
again.
computer.
Yes,
Amazing.
Shaira?
Yo,
Send the commander up to see me.
that
I
shit
wish
was
to speak
nuts.
with
When you
him.
could have 20 or more people in a map,
Yes, of course,
blowing each,
mistress.
like going at each other. Team Fortress used to be insane, and yo, Team Fortress was the original one that you would fight for flags, like flags.
It
You would
appears
do
the
like
consort has taken
massive team
notice of you.
deathmatch type
She'd
shit.
like to
It was
meet with you
insane.
now.
But anyways, so Xbox 360 had that
Where
Modern
do I go?
Warfare, and
Just
they
head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
they had Modern Warfare, and they had Gears of War. So I got all the accessories, everything, and then he was like, "Yo, you need to go get Gears of War. You need to get Modern Warfare." So I was like, "All right." So they were like, "So yo, link up with L." His name was Leonard, but they call him L. So I set up the camera, and then
I see even the humans find it.
and then I sent him like a friend request, right? Everything that he told me to do.
You're with the Alliance?
This dude texts me back through the 360. He's like,
A message chat. Like
a
this-
message. He's like, "I don't know who you are or what you be about, but I don't do that gay shit." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Yo, Al, it's Anton." And like, yo, I was like, so I told my brother, I was
who
like,
you
"Yo,
are, what you be about.
but
I about
yeah,
that gay shit.
I don't do that gay shit." I was like dying. Yo, so I told my brother, I screamed at my brother, I was like, "Yo, tell Al it's
What
me."
exactly do you do?
And then like eventually he was like, oh, I didn't know. He was like,
some.
and I was like, I felt so embarrassed that I got all
I
this
have a certain
fucking.
problem
Yo,
that could use your
I never
expertise.
pulled that camera shit back out. I never pulled all the other accessories
Maybe I
out.
can
I
help.
basically bought
I
that
have
for
a friend,
nothing.
Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be.
He didn't
more
know
than
who
I
he
could be.
was. He thought he was like a
We had
dude
a
trying to
falling
fuck
out.
with him.
Okay,
Now he
L
spends his
L
days
is
in
this
Cora's
dude
den,
that's super
drinking
big.
and
He's
spreading
like
lies about me.
L is like
If you would
6'3".
speak
He's
to him
super
as a fellow
jacked.
soldier,
He's
I
not.
believe he will listen to
He's
you
a
and let
black
the matter
dude.
be.
He does not do like that's not. He's kind of a straight dude. So when you come with him like with something like that, he's like, I don't do that game. Like, don't be texting me, don't be sending friend requests. And that was back
what
then.
Exactly
he was
do
like,
you want me to tell him?
Appeal to a sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies
about that game, and I was
grateful.
like, yo, L, it's me, Anti. He's like, oh, I didn't know. I was like,
now I must ask you.
I was like, yo, I just hopped on, and like they were giving me like the gamer tags, and I didn't know. And then L really didn't even play that much on that shit. But yo, we used to get online, especially Gears. Those original maps in Gears was just insane. Yo, it took me forever to like get that sniper rifle shit down, the weapons down, like the Lancer, all that stuff. But what helped me is my friend, he was like, yo, let's play the campaign together. We played the campaign on 1 and 2 so much, it just elevated my game. I was so trash, and then we just kept playing. We kept going through the whole campaign, going back, doing the whole campaign again. Yo, the storyline on the campaign was so good. It was like, that even blew me away. That, you do the Call of Duty stuff, the original stuff, like on the Xbox 360, games, when they really when they used to do a campaign, or they used to do like a storyline, yo, there was so much good content back then. Right. And again, that stuff blew me away. So that's why. But back then, that's why. Yeah, the Lancer. The Lancer. Yo,
when they came out with Horde mode, that shit was epic.
Yo, Horde mode was awesome, and that was later on.
We used to get snacks, Adam and I, and we would play Horde mode all night.
I didn't tell anyone.
One thing that was good is because it was 5-on-5, like the multiplayer.
Keep your mouth shut,
you could always
let her go.
Like talk trash amongst your friends. And you could take your friends and be like, yo, these are my boys over here. They want to battle us. And yo, you would go 5-on-5, 5 match or whatever. Yo, let's pick this. Yo, let's set up all sniper rifles.
Good to go.
Or let's set up all like Nashers and shotguns. All Nashers. And like, let's just go around. Yo, you be creeping around and like yo, no grenades, no nothing. It's just all shotguns. It's 1v1, like, what we gonna do? And like, you could set up the whole match just like any way you wanted to, and like, you be talking, like, even when you died, you could talk trash.
Perfect timing.
It was so great.
Gave me a clear shot at that.
Like Gears of War, the original stuff was just so good.
Sometimes you get lucky. Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay.
But yeah,
Thanks
then
to you,
when they delivered Horde mode was so awesome. And then the levels you can go up, and then the final boss on those levels.
Why were they threatening?
Man, like every 10 levels, and then you get that final boss.
They wanted to shut me up.
Man, that shit was
from
so
telling
good.
Garrus about the Quarian.
Does this have anything to do with the investigation into Saren?
But the problem is that
tell us what
like all those games, even Call of Duty,
days ago,
they get some other developer in there, other people walk away, and then you just get a whole different version of what they think it should be, and it's like, oh my god, like it totally changes. They add new weapons, and it just gets kind of weird in the end.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren.
Activision or whatever. Yeah, it's like
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker?
Yeah.
That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
Gears.
She must have something that proves.
And it's the same thing
Did
with
the Quarian mention anything about
Halo
Saren or the Geth?
It used to be run by Bungie, and then Microsoft Games took it over
with the Geth.
and like did their thing, and it's like changed. You know what I mean? They added
no way
different
the
things.
council can ignore this.
You know, because it's kind of weird when they change the tempo of a game, and it's like you're playing the game. It's like this don't feel like Halo. Like it feels different.
This is your
And the same
show,
thing with Gears.
but I want to bring Saren down
Gears
as much as you.
changed
I'm
it,
coming
and
with
then the speed of Gears got different, and like the
Welcome aboard,
movement,
Gears.
and it was like,
You know, we aren't the
you
only
have
ones
to,
going after Fist.
you got to
The Shadow
move
Broker
with
hired a
the new
Krogan bounty
game,
hunter
and it was
named Rex to take him out.
very weird.
Yeah, we heard about him.
And then
Krogan might
their
come in
version
handy.
of maps
Last I
changed,
heard, he
so
was at
then
the
the
CSEC
way
Academy.
you move around in maps and
What's he doing
cover and
Fist
all that stuff.
accused him
Because
of making
like
threats.
to really
We
be
brought
honest,
Rex in
Gears should be kind of like
If you
a
hurry, you can catch him at the
methodical,
academy before he leaves.
slow-moving thing. It shouldn't be super fast. Because you only have 5 people in the match, 5-on-5, and it's some of that stuff is just single elimination. So a shotgun to the chest is like you're done.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from... I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, was there anything you needed?
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents
Yeah,
brought
you
me
could-
here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical
Yes.
tradition alive,
So
but
so
not
what
the
happened
military.
was is
Fixing up wounded
they
soldiers
they
isn't my
realized
idea
you
of
could
fun.
do this wall bouncing thing.
I'll be going now.
And you know what I mean, like you can because you can do this thing where you can press the button and then you can go from like one wall and it'll just like shift you to the other wall. But like if you're fast enough, or let's hypothetically say you get a modded controller, you could start doing this like they call it wall bouncing, but you're not really even bouncing off the walls. You're kind of like in the middle of, like, let's say if you're in a hallway, so like you can bounce from wall to wall, like doing that kind of thing. But then if you're fast enough, or you got a modded controller and you hit the button fast enough, you'll do this kind of shift down the hallway without even touching any wall. You're like, and they called it wall bouncing. So it's like these kind of weird glitches. But the thing is they just rolled with it. They never modded it or fixed it. They were like, oh, it's just part of the game now. We're just gonna allow it to be a part of the game. So like, you could do all kind of this like creepy kind of like odd wall bouncing. And if you got good at it, you could just do this kind of
They got a whole section about you.
quasi wall
It's a miracle you
bouncing, like
survived.
flipping around and bam, 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 and
I'm
like you
sorry,
could
I
just
just never thought
with a
I'd meet someone
shotgun
like
just
you in
fucking
person.
take out like 4 dudes
my name's
and
Lang,
like
Officer
kind of
Eddie
a couple
Lang,
moves,
Citadel
and it was just
Security.
kind of weird.
It's an honor to meet you,
and,
Commander.
and they just
What are you doing down here in the ward?
instead of
Anything I
like
can help
kind
you
of modding and fixing
join
it, they
Citadel
kind of
Security?
let it
I
evolve
don't
on
know.
its
Seemed
own
like the
and
right
not
thing to
fix
do,
it.
you
And it
know?
was like, oh well,
Maybe
it's
it's in
just
my
the
blood. My
natural
grandfather was a
maturation of
cop
the
back
game
on
and
Earth.
a
It's kinda
player
what
playing
CSEC
within the
is,
game.
at least for the Citadel. I'm still
But
pretty
then you
new
had
at it,
people
but I
that
like it
just
so
got
far.
really
Way
good
more
at doing
interesting
that
than
kind of
staying
shit.
back on
Or
Earth.
like you said,
You get to meet all
or like
kinds
I
of
said,
cool
modded
aliens,
controllers.
like those Hanar.
So they didn't have to
Plus,
do
CSEC
it.
gets a
And
lot of
then,
respect
and then you know how
We
you have
uphold
those
the law.
elite controllers where you
People,
can
even
like there's paddles
aliens
at the back.
appreciate that.
How do you
Well, then
like
you could
working
set
here on
that.
the Citadel?
You could set that controller
place
up
is
to do
amazing.
that.
I've
So
been
you could
here
have those
almost a
buttons in
year
the
and I
back where you
still
just
haven't
tap
seen
it
a
and it
tenth
just
of
does,
it. The
and it does
Presidium's
that
just
pow
so
pow 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 pow
beautiful.
that
Good place to
that
go
kind of
and
wall
relax.
bouncing all the
But I
way up
really like
wherever
it
you
here
wanted to
down-
go,
like that new club they just
and just
opened a
hitting a
few months
button in the
ago,
back.
Blocks.
It wasn't even like
Wicked
you.
scene in
And
there,
you could set
Commander.
that
How do you
mod
like
that
working
mod up to
Like
do
that new
that, and
club
it
they
was
just
like,
opened a few
oh,
months
that's
ago.
not right.
Blocks.
What do you know about the
And-
Spectres?
Just the stuff they show.
I
in
don't
the
know.
vids. They always make them out to be super
They
agents
kind of
on
fucked
secret
with the
missions to save
storyline
the
on
galaxy.
Gears 2, and
I know
a
it's
lot
not
of people
really
were
like
upset
that, though.
about that.
Some of the other
and it was
CSEC
like-
guys don't like them too
it's just-
much. But if they were so bad, the council
maybe
wouldn't use them, right?
I think maybe the shelf
Do
life
you know a
was too
CSEC
long on
officer named
Gears,
Harkin?
and it was just
I
like they
shouldn't really
didn't
say
know
too
really.
much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job,
Yeah,
taking bribes,
and the
that kind of
fact
thing.
was
Rumors
is
mostly,
the best
but they
part of
suspended
it
him, so some
in
of it
the
must be
end
true.
was kind of a multiplayer
I have to go.
battling
You're
against
probably real
people.
busy.
I think people did
See you
like the
around.
aspect that it wasn't like this massive amount of people in a multiplayer. No, it's 5-on-5. We're gonna stick to that. We're not gonna move that. So then, at some level, people thought it was about skill, but it really wasn't. It was about your handwork with the controller.
Fighting a rogue
was what made
specter
you
with
good.
countless
It wasn't like
lives at
skill,
stake and
like
no
actual
regulations
skills.
to get in the way.
You know, anybody can get good at the sniper
Well, we don't lack for
rifle,
excitement,
get
that's
good
for
at the other fucking weapons, and yeah, it just became kind of. I moved away. The last Gears I got, and I was doing the campaign, but it just wasn't that good.
Witnesses
Even
saw
though
you
I
make
was good
threats
at
and
it.
fists
The
sparring.
first Gears of War
That'll
was
take
so
orders from
good.
you.
The atmosphere of that game was so fucking good. Like, remember when you got to the fucking second chapter?
You want me to arrest you?
The second act or whatever, and you're fucking in that factory, and you meet those little dudes that blow up first. You got the fucking lantern, and all you
Go
can use
on.
is your
Yeah.
pistol.
Get out of here.
And you're moving through the joint with the lantern and the pistol. It's like, yo.
And then, like, even Gears.
And when Dom finds his
Thought you might wanna
wife,
come
it's
along.
like, man, this shit's deep.
Yo,
Oh, shit goes deep.
I'm telling you, the storylines were, especially like that was the real stuff of campaign. Like that really started all these other kind of like genre of games doing full
Fist
on
knows you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all
stories
work
with
together.
campaigns and like.
My people have a say.
You know, and it's
Seek
not like
the enemy of your
RPG
enemy.
stuff. It's like
You will find a
yeah,
friend.
you're kind of running it, but like there is a story here. There is a campaign.
Does this mean you're part of my team, Rex?
And that was the great part of Gears, and even the multiplayer back. So the multiplayer, the whole thing was trying to connect with your boys, which was the worst. Yo, the original Gears was the worst. You could not connect with anybody. Yo, man, you would sit there for like 20, 30 minutes trying to connect with your boys. But once you did, and once you rolled it out, man, it was so good. Man, Gears of War was so but that was original, and I'm telling you, I literally played that campaign by myself and with a friend. That and Gears 2 at least 10-15 times each one of those fucking games.
You know, it would be fun if we could fucking play fucking Horde all together, but like, it's like, I don't got a fucking Xbox. I wonder if, are they on computer?
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected
No.
problem
You can
after unearthing
if
a
you
Prothean
buy
dig
the
site.
Game Pass.
Hanar
You got a
protesters
computer,
have
yeah,
blockaded the dig
you can get
site,
the old game.
claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers,
Revive
as the
me!
Hanar call them, should not be
The
disturbed.
classic, yeah, Coltrane.
The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives.
The thing I like the most about that is
solution.
Marcus Phoenix was truly a fucking awesome character, and in my opinion, was the character that showcased just because, and I consider myself to be someone who inside is a very emotional person, but I'm able to like carry myself in a manner where I don't let my emotions get the best of me most of the time and stuff like that. And I love that contrast where even though Marcus Phoenix is the baddest motherfucker on the fucking planet, they do a good job thoroughly showcasing his like how human he is and how he feels the same things everyone else feels. Like when I forget what he says to Dom, but when Dom's wife is dead and he's holding her and he's like fucking crying, the way they write his character, the way they write his dialogue when he talks to him and basically tells him like, look man, this is terrible, but
have a good night.
We have to go. You can see the way they construct his character and his facial like animations and shit.
Mm-hmm.
When he says it to him, it's like he's feeling everything Dom feels, but he just stays hard. Like you can see it in his eyes, but he's like, "Hey man, we got to truck on." Like that part and that whole entire thing is so sad because like he's hurting just as bad as him because he knows how it feels. And like just the characters were so well written in that first game.
Yo, Oh yeah. So that
Gotcha.
once you got to
CD Lamb
the Xbox One was so nice because it had older maps, but had kind of the worst thing is it had that clunkiness of the original Gears, like sniper rifle moving around. It wasn't as clean as the newer Gears, but like people were like, "Oh, I don't like it," and I was like, "Okay, it's a remaster of the original Gears." So before and then the Gears had took a hiatus before they came out with Gears 3, and it was like this super in between space where
I'm on it.
Like they came out with that remastered one, but still that remastered one, because it was like a montage of a whole bunch of maps leading up to it. And it was that was good. There was no campaign or anything, but it was like really based on multiplayer playing with the old maps.
Now I'm ready.
But yeah, Xbox One, you can play that stuff. Fun time. Yeah. Yo, classic.
$5?
Is it $5? No. I could fire up my Xbox right now and figure out what I got. Well, I'm telling you, man, get that Halo.
I gotta get it. I gotta get my PC upgraded enough to handle it. Like, I can run it, but it runs like...
Yeah, Alex plays it, and I think he plays it on PC also.
Get down! Incoming!
And yo, that's the thing with Halo. You don't need much time to get your shit back on Halo.
I'm actually not all that great at it.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
I used to be like
on Xbox, I was solid.
Yo, when
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah,
so,
right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
Halo Reach. When that came out,
it would have been quicker to just
Halo
kill
Reach
them.
round.
Shooting people isn't
When that
always
came
the
up,
answer.
I was a monster at Halo. Yo, we used to fight for to see in multiplayer who would get the most kills and who would get to it first. Could one of us get to 30 kills first, leading the jump? The thing was you'd only get capped off at so many kills. But that's how good we were. One of us could get up to 30 kills, almost, as a team group. Because we had played so much Halo, that when Halo Reach came out, we just rolled into Halo Reach, SWAT, whatever, boom. Yo, SWAT, I love SWAT, where you take the pistols or the battle rifle, and it's only headshots. You can only kill someone with a headshot. And it was just like, yo, you could be jumping into your screen, like, bam, bam, bam. It was almost like a quasi, duck hunt. Just like, bam, bam, bam. Good time. And then...
What's that? Vanguard.
And then I remember we were so good at it, we put Halo down because it got so boring because you're dominating. We came back to Halo Reach and we were getting our ass kicked. I mean, kicked out of the fucking matches. Get a kick. Like, you put something down for half a second, man, they come back with vengeance, and all of a sudden, all those people just start just murking you. It's like you gotta stay on top of it, stay fresh, or you jump in. And I was like, man, I can't even get a kill. This is crazy, but it's like if you're playing it, it's like boom, you're dialed in. You just go, almost have your eyes closed. You just kill people. But we put it down, and then we started getting roasted, and you're like, fuck it. I still have Halo Reach on disc.
Stop right there! Don't come any closer.
I know it's packed away.
All the real guards
man,
must be
Halo
dead.
Reach used to be the shit.
Stay back, or we'll shoot.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Love Halo.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
Yeah, Halo was legit, dude. It had such epic atmosphere in terms of like the campaigns. Like the first one was amazing with all the fucking epic maps and the flood and stuff. But I also love the second one too, because like the maps got bigger, the environments got like wilder, and like when you first touch down in the second one and you work your way into the city, and then you got the Warthog, you're just ripping around town. You're like, yo.
But I'm telling you, Halo Reach with the 360 was such a game changer. It was so, as far as multiplayer, it was just, I don't even want to say ahead of its time. It was just so great for its time. It offered you a whole bunch of different aspects. Bigger maps, large team maps, Slayer. So the large team maps you can use, you have the tank, you can have the Warthog, you can have the, what was that, that little alien vehicle, that little shit that used to hover around. Yeah, the Ghost. Yeah, so it had, you could play all these different style elements in the game. Mosh Pit, that was the first Mosh Pit out of any game. It was just like,
here. I don't know where
you could play Oddball.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait,
all
I don't know where the
shit.
Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here. Said you'd only deal with the Shadow
It was so
Broker
fun,
himself.
yeah.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
And like a good campaign too.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker ever. Even I don't know.
And good maps. And remember,
she didn't know that.
then it started to come down when you could create your maps.
When she shows up,
post them up, and then people, like, you could put them up there, and then people could even set up private stuff on your map and play that. Like, you could
tell me where that meeting is before I blow your lying head off.
You could add on to current maps and all that stuff, and just post them up there, and
she's supposed to
people
meet
would
them
play
right
on
now. You can make it if you hurry.
And
what are you doing?
The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
A game that had original detailed stats on like your whole career and stuff. What you did, what you didn't,
I'm in charge here. You ever pull another stunt like that?
Awesome game.
It was the only contract I had left.
Can't say enough
Don't
about
we have
it.
something more pressing to worry about?
That Quarian's dead if we don't go now.
Halo is good.
Halo is good. So is Santa.
Halo was good. Love Halo. I haven't fired my Xbox up in like a year. That's not enough.
I just love running around with this fucking gun stab, just blast everyone away. Yeah. It's like OP. How do I get out of this door, dude? Jesus.
Yeah. Some of that stuff was fun back in the days.
Where's the Shadow
Also,
Broker?
All-Star
Where's
Team Up
Fist?
used to be fun.
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No
They
way.
pulled
The
that
deal's
from
off.
us. So crazy how like there's such good content and it's just like, nah, it's not making us any money. We'll just.
Oh. Oh, I totally just obliterated that guy. Oh, I'm hurt.
It's like, no, you guys want to play Blacktop?
I mean, we could play Blacktop. I just wish we all started.
I don't know. I know. Listen, I'm not going in there where people spend $100. Their guys are maxed out 99%.
I know.
And it's just like, it's not. No, that's not.
I got a guy that's pretty decent.
But again, even
like
so,
an AD.
we
Set me up. I
we
knew
come
I
in on the
couldn't trust
base
him.
level, and the ability to buy VC
hurt in the
points is too easy. It's
I
just
know
not,
how to look after
that's
myself.
Not what it is.
Not that
I'm
I don't
with that
appreciate
shit.
the help. Who are you?
Again, we had so much fun on.
My name's Shepard.
We had
Looking
so much
for
fun on the
evidence to prove
base
Saren's a
level.
traitor.
On
Then I
All-Star
have a chance
Team
to
Up is
repay
fucking
you for saving my
yeah,
life.
yo,
But not
just
here.
come with your
We need to
skill.
go somewhere safe.
We could take her to the human.
Come with your players, whether you
Your ambassador
and
wants
just
to see
go
this.
at it. It
Yeah,
was so much fun.
learn, feel players out, learn their shots, like.
And the worst thing was is
play
they
as a
dumped
unit.
it because they were getting no money from it. You didn't have to put in VC points and that shit. And so it's like, listen, they could use that content for something else.
What are you up to, Shepard?
So they gave up the content.
Making your day,
so they can,
Ambassador. She has
whatever
information
they
linking
wanted
Saren
do.
to the
And
Geth.
it's just like,
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss.
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
they'll
We don't
eventually
see
bring
many
it back.
Quarians
It's
here.
just
Why did you leave the flotilla?
See if anyone.
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
See, people like show you like a weird way to play All-Star Team of Friends, but you only play 3-on-3. It runs like shit. It's not good.
no, I'm not with that.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth.
Team up, too.
Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory
And
cores
of course,
when they
this guy
died.
makes a thread about
Some
it, and
kind of
everyone
defense
talks about how much they loved that game mode.
Of course.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My
Summer
people
Girls
created the Geth.
agreed. Call me casual.
Instead of
That's
quick,
all me and my friends
careful,
played
and lucky,
Alive Zero.
small caches of
Time
data
to
can
grind
sometimes be
on my
saved.
player. So
Most of the core was wiped
no
clean.
knock on the game
I
mode. I
salvaged
feel like
something
Team
from its
Up is
artifacts.
actually very popular amongst the community and on Xbox. When searching for group
Eden
posts,
Prime was a
there are a
major
lot of
victory.
Team Up posts. I really hope 2K is not
brought us
blinded
one
by the
step
money and
closer to
incorporated it
finding the
eventually.
conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in
You
the
know, it'd be a
attack.
game changer, and too bad only me and you would play it.
Saren won't get out of this.
Online FIFA manager
Wait,
mode.
there's more.
It'd be fucking fun with a
Saren
bunch of
wasn't
people.
working alone.
See, here's the weird thing. Remember on computer
Prime
they
was a
came
major
up with
victory.
a NFL kind of
Brought us one
franchise
step
game,
closer to finding
and
the
then
conduit.
it's like
And one step
it's like you
closer
do
to
all the
return of
manager
the
stuff, the
Reapers.
front
Oh,
office
NFL,
stuff, and
NFL coaching sim.
I don't recognize
Yeah.
that other voice, the one
So-
talking about Reapers.
they really should. I think they would
feel
make
like
a
I've
ton
heard
of
that
money
name
on
before.
this. You come
According
up
to
with
the
a
memory
FIFA,
core,
you
the
come up with your
Reapers were a
regular EA Sports
hyper-advanced
FIFA
machine
game.
race that existed
But-
50,000 years ago.
But
the Reapers hunted the Protheans to
Madden
total
used to have
extinction, and
a
then they
franchise
vanished.
mode,
At least
a
that's what
completely
the Geth
franchise
believe.
mode.
Sounds
I
a
know you
little
can implement it
far-fetched.
in, but remember, they used to come with a franchise mode where you can select whether you just wanted to run the franchise and
Division
like
on
you could
Eden
sim
Prime.
the games,
I understand
like
it
get
now.
your players,
I saw the Protheans
salary
being
cap,
wiped out by the
whatever.
Reapers.
You could do concessions, parking, rename the stadium, all that shit, right?
Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The council is just going to love this.
But then they backed NFL, the Manon backed off of that too. It's not as in depth.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space.
Why wouldn't you do that for FIFA?
We have to tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's
You mean like have the franchise actually be more in depth?
Right. We need to present this to the council right away.
Even with FIFA, have it where like
that's what kills the manager.
You're
running the team though.
You saw me in the alley, Commander.
I still want to play my games though.
Let me come with
you essentially do as the manager in there.
Right,
you just want more shit added to it.
Yeah, even back with Madden, you could select what you wanted to do. Like you could actually play the games, you could sim the games. You know what I mean? Like you could take away some of your responsibilities, add them up.
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
You could be like, okay,
proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good.
Everything up to the free agency and draft, but you could also exit out doing it, all that stuff. You'd be like, no, I'm not doing free agency or draft, but I'll run the team, so you let it sim through that stuff. And you could do, all that, or it's like, no, you re-sign the players. I don't want to re-sign the players. It was that in depth where like you didn't have to do. You could select anything that you did or did not want to do.
Henderson and I will go ahead to get things ready.
I'm just saying, EA has the control over the soccer, but again, we're talking about something that maybe is not popular to anybody else.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, it's whatever. It's all about making money. Like, that's all the shit is now. So, like, we're the only ones that are involved, that would want to be involved with that. That's why I've been trying to, that's why I've been playing all these alternative, like, games, alternative sports games. Yeah, I'm sick. Yeah. What's poppin'? What? Yeah, I mean, that's actually been brought up a lot in a lot of my coursework and psych. We talk about, like, you get into those classes and they talk about, like, mental health in the workplace and stuff, and they go over this whole thing on ageism, and they talk about how old people get just treated like garbage. But, I mean, like, that shit's always funny when they talk about that stuff, because it's like, you can look at any group of people, anywhere, kids, fucking anyone that looks a certain way, fucking old people, like, whatever. Like, there's always places where they're going to be treated like garbage, and there's places that are treated like good, like the good. You want to know something wicked funny? I guess the rates of old people getting STDs in those homes are going through the roof because I guess all they do is fuck. Yeah, I found that out. I was fucking laughing, dude. I found that shit out. I was dying. And so I know someone that worked in an old folks' home for like part of her like volunteering like for a grad school program. And she was telling me there was always this one old couple that were like in their 80s, and they would always catch the old man trying to sneak down her room so he can pound her out. They'd catch him having sex all the time.
What do you need?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the Tutu. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
I can put in a word with the embassy and speed things along.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper
I'm getting fucking tired.
and the respect she deserves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be soon. Where the hell was I gonna go? Yeah, I mean, like, come on. It's like, what do you think Joshua Dobbs is gonna do tonight? Right. I know. He's all like, yeah! Goes out there, gets
It's
rolled.
almost gonna be 60 degrees tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
And then it shows, okay, let me go into the extended forecast. So then,
Yeah, but I got everything I needed except for Dalton Schultz had to bone me and get 2 touchdowns instead of Lamb and Gallup. Yeah. Yeah. It's all good in the hood.
alright, I'm getting out of here because I gotta get up tomorrow.
Alright, brother.
Alright. Later, fellas.
I'm still
out.
here.
Alright. I'll see you. Yep, later.
Yeah, buddy. I feel like Keegan's been on his like fucking vacation, honeymoon, marriage thing for like 4 weeks. What happened now? Ugh. 737 coming out of the sky. I want you to take me down to Memphis on a midnight ride. I want to move. Playing in a traveling band. Yeah. I'll fly across the land. Try to get a hand. Playing in a traveling band. Ow! What's up? Oh yeah, dude. It's fucking great, dude. It's fucking awesome. Jesus. Oh, they went from paper. Oh, a cloth bag? This is American, dude. Shit's going down the drain. I'm telling you, dude. Somewhere, Doc's pumping his fist, dude. Doc. Oh no, I'm just saying. Shit's fucking... I don't care anymore. Next thing you know, no bags at all. I'll be like, you gotta carry everything one piece at a time from the store to your car. Necessary?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Was it your grandfather's sister or someone on your dad's side? Okay, gotcha. No, yeah. Well, no. Hold on. He actually wasn't that old, the grand scheme of things. It was your mom was young. Yeah.
The Quarians endangered the entire galaxy when they let the Geth break free. I hope your people are properly...
Dude, he's so fucking Italian, dude. Yeah. Dude, Ray Liotta's one of those dudes that talks to you like really eloquently with his hands. It's fucking great. He's like, it says, I walk over to the guy and I was like, can I audition for the part? And he's like moving his hands. Shit's fucking funny. Yeah, he's awesome. Yikes.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
Oh god, I can't. I can't fucking find where I need to go to talk to this fucking bitch. Embassies, there we go. Jeez, fucking See, Stab fucking wham through a fucking bitch through a wall. Stab's like, it's right where I want you. Right there, right in the wall. Yeah. Oh god. Oh yeah, most kids. Have you seen him lately? Dude, he's like 300 pounds. Yeah, supposedly. I haven't, that's what someone told me. I haven't seen him. But yeah. Would he fuck somebody up in front of you?
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a few in the Diplomatic Corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Remember Marcus Earl?
Having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
I saved his life one day in lunch, his freshman year, and I shouldn't have because he turned out to be a little dick.
I wish I could help him. Serviceman Ali Bhatia died on.
I was in lunch,
as Mr.
and like I'm a firm believer that two grown adults should be able to consent and square up, fight each other. I feel like there should still be a place for that in the world. But I hate it when I see someone clearly have like a skill and a physical advantage and just decide to beat the shit out of someone. And I can remember this kid clear as day, but I just don't remember his name. He was a bigger kid. He was like almost my size. He only went to our school for like a year, I think. I wish I could find a fucking yearbook that has him in it so I could find him. But he started fucking Earl up in lunch, Earl's freshman year. And Marcus Earl had no defense. He literally just covered his head like he was in a bunker, put his elbow to the table, and just covered his head. This kid was just going whack-a-mole. Right? And he was just raining down on this kid, and everyone was like, ah! So I was like, fuck, I gotta stop this. So... So the girls all around him are screaming, right? Dude, I've never seen nothing like it. Like, at least run, dude, right? He's like fucking just like taking fucking air bombs like he's in World War I. Fucking just getting blasted. So, dude, it was bad. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to stop this. I always had to break up so many fights once I decided to stop fighting all the time. So I get up, and I grab this kid by the back of his neck, like by his shirt, and I fucking ganked him onto a table. And then he squares up on me, and I just look at him. I go, you really might want to think twice about this. And then the kid puts his hands down, and he's like, who's talking shit to me, and all this other stuff, right? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And then I turn to Earl, and Earl's like, thanks, man, and all sort of stuff. And then he turned out to be such an asshole. I should just let him get his ass beat. I should just let him get fucked up. He would have had a concussion for a fucking year if I let him. That kid was whooping his ass. I've never seen anything like that. Oh, Justin Hatter. Did you say Halliday threw him in a fucking like arm wrench on the ground? Like the chicken wing arm wrestling move, fucking arms sticking up in the air. Justin Hatter and I gotta give some respect to the OG. He'd fight people, and we're Eskimo brothers. So it's all good in the hood. I said, and we're Eskimo brothers. Yeah. No, not together, but I think I used to hook up when I was younger. He hooked up with her too. But, so yeah, we're Eskimo brothers. I like a guy that could fight and get back bitches, you know? Hatter beat the shit. Hatter whooped Jordan Davies back in the day too, down by the fucking Lake Nyanawana. Jordan's like, I'm gonna fucking fight this dude. I go down there, and this was post that what you're talking about. And when I see who he's gonna fight, I go, Jordan, don't do this, dude. Jordan got his fucking ass whooped. He fought though. He fought until everyone broke it up. See, he was getting whooped. Oh, dude, that was brutal. Well, did Bobby take the damage Mark had? Mark had to wear sunglasses for like a month because he had black eyes.
You're studying her injuries to learn more about Geth weaponry.
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Batia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
I understand what you're trying to
You
do.
know who else could fight?
Holding the body is wrong.
And like,
Commander,
and like,
you of all people
if
should
you
understand
couldn't
how
fight
far
at
we
all,
must
like if
go
you
to
weren't
protect
skilled at all, you
humanity.
just did not want to fight this dude because out of like the just pure strength and size. But Tim Clark used to we used to watch Tim Clark beat the fuck out of dudes. We watched Tim Clark fight a dude who stole one of his bikes. And the dude's on his bike and doesn't know it's Tim's, and Tim's like talking to people, and he gets like wicked close. And he's like talking to it, and then he just turns and goes, snaps a jab on this kid. This kid goes flying off the bike. Dude, it was like the slickest shit ever. He's like, hey, hey, whatever. Bam! It just turns to his left and snaps this kid. Yo, the kid flew off his bike, and Tim grabbed the bike before it hit the ground. Like, pew, shot off it. Tim grabbed it. The bike didn't even hit the ground. It was so fucking funny. Supposedly Tim, because now Tim's got a bunch of kids, supposedly some dude ran his mouth to Tim a little while back up at one of the bars around here and said, like, some nasty shit to him, like, find your family, this, and that. And supposedly Tim beat the fuck out of this dude so bad in the parking lot. Yeah. But, yeah, for, like... That shit was funny. We used to watch him just punch people in the fucking face. You know who fights all the time now? Fucking Jumpy, dude. I hang out with Justin Baldwin, watch the fights with him. Justin Baldwin, dude, he just fucking fights everybody. It's so funny. He's a fucking unit now. He's like 260, and he's just out there fighting on concrete with dudes and shit. That must have been deflating for T.J. Davis, because T.J. Davis got on a bunch of steroids and gained 50 pounds and got jacked, and Justin still beat the shit out of him. It's kind of suck to pump yourself all those steroids and shit and probably think you're hard and then get your ass whooped.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I'm out there fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Batia.
People are bad at that.
Risk an incident by
People think I'm taller than I
Tell
am.
Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I was at work recently, and this guy, I helped him get a job, and he comes back, and he comes in just to tell me that he got a job and it's going well, and that he appreciates me, and like, and all this other stuff. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I was telling my mom really likes football. He's like, and I told her, you got to see the size of my employment specialist. He's like jacked. He's like 6'5", 250 pounds. I'm like, well, I'll shave 4 inches off that. I'm like, I'm not saying you. I said, he was laughing. I go, have you seen a person that's actually 6'5"? I go, you know how tall that is? Like 4 inches, you literally have to look up at someone if they're 4 inches taller than you. It's like, man. Well, he was also like 5'6", so he don't fucking know. He probably thinks I look like fucking Andre the Giant.
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you.
Yeah, so many funny fights. I was there for when fucking Andre fought fucking Whitey, because I used to sit, Nate used to call me the king of the misfits, because I used to fucking hang out with all the fucking, like, I used to hang out at lunch with, like, my table was, like, James Aluzzi, Cody Thomas, Ryan Duell, Josh, Kenny Catalone, like, and we're all just sitting there one day, and all of a sudden, fucking Ryan Duell, Whitey, stands up and goes, you want to fucking do it, bitch? And I look across the fucking thing, and Dre's like, yeah, let's do it, pussy, and all this other stuff, right? And I'm like, God, here we go. Another fight I'm going to have to fucking break up. Yo, these two went at each other. It was fucking glorious. I had not seen a fight in school where two dudes truly wanted to hurt each other. Most fights are like, like you're just fucking pissed off because like you're just starting to get hair on your nuts and shit, and like you fucking hate everyone, and like dudes get pissy and they fucking tussle. These dudes have beef outside of work. Someone snitched, or outside of school. Someone snitched on the other one for fucking selling weed. All this other shit. Stab. These dudes fought for like 10 minutes straight. It was fucking awesome. And it was such a good fight that I couldn't bring myself to fucking break it up. Like, the lunch monitors couldn't stop it. It was fucking awesome. They literally met in the center of the cafeteria and just fucking started trading, dude. And everyone's screaming, like, getting out of the way. Dre's like 6'4", 4 pounds. He's like the skinniest fucking dude. Fucking Whitey's probably 5'11", probably 6 foot, probably like 150 pounds. And these skinny ass motherfuckers just started fucking trading punches. Dude, it was so loud. Whack, 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 whack. They stood in front of me. Like, remember that fight in Pride with Don Fry and the Asian dude? They just stood in front of each other, just fucking rock'em sock'em robots. That's what this was like. And then eventually, this is a true story. And of course, people would refute this, whatever. Whitey fucking manages to sneak a shot in there, and fucking Dre's knees like go a little loosey goosey. But then Dre, swear to God, shoots a fucking takedown on Whitey, picks him up, slams him on the table, and starts beating him down. But then Whitey stands up on the table, kicks Dre in the face. I can't make this shit up. Kicks him in the fucking face. Then straight up, swear to you, straight up crossbody splashes on Dre, and they fucking hit the floor. Mrs. Wilmot is trying to fucking break it up, and she's like, "You motherfuckers!" Trying to like fucking tackle Whitey to the floor and shit. Principal comes down, all sort of shit. It gets broken up. They're like trying to subdue Dre. And all of a sudden, Dre's brother, I forget his name. Dre's brother comes around the corner and thinks that, like, doesn't understand what's going on, but he sees his brother being, like, grabbed by a bunch of guys and, like, getting apprehended, basically. And he sees, like, Duel fucking, Miss Wilmot had him in a chokehold, right? So he sees all this going on. And he runs into Mr. Green, knocks Mr. Green out of the way, and Duel was already down the hallway at this point. And I swear, Dre gets loose and runs out of the cafeteria after him, and we all go, ah! We're like flowing out of the cafeteria. Dude, he chases him down the hall. They just fucking go round two in the hallway, dude. They're trading in the fucking hallway. Like the fucking, they had to get like the fucking, the school police officer had to come down and fucking take them both down and shit. Like, it was fucking awesome. Then there was, remember Chucky Levins at him? He had twin sisters, Tara and something else. Those bitches, hideous. They used to fucking jump chicks. And it was fucking hilarious, dude. It was awesome because they had it down to a science. They would wait till a bunch of people gathered around, and they'd always get the girl like in a position where it'd be a one-on-one fight, and the other one would always linger in the crowd. And then once the fight got a little close, she'd pop up out of the crowd and be like, ah! They just fucking started jumping this bitch. I had to break one of those up. I've broken up like 6 fights in school. I broke up fucking Jeremy Schneider and I let him fight for a little bit. Jeremy Schneider and who's the crazy dude whose dad was like 102? The fuck is his name? Oh God, he hangs out with Nate Henderson. Yeah, his dad had him when he was like fucking 70. His dad died before he was like 14. No. Oh, God, he lived right next to junior high school. He had the young sister, used to have sex with absolutely everybody. The fuck is her name, too? Oh, God, it's going to bug me now. He used to hang out with Nate Henderson, Tim, and all those guys. Skinny kid. Oh, it's going to bug me. He got fucking pieced up by Chris Teresi. That's another fight I see in school. Zach Bartlett. Zach Bartlett. Yeah, it was my freshman year. Zach Bartlett and Jeremy Schneider started throwing down in the hallway. That was a good fight too, and we were like kind of letting it go. And I was standing behind like the Kinneys, Clarky, all these dudes that like could easily break it up. But we were kind of like watching it. But then the librarian, I forget her name, she's a bigger lady with glasses. She dives in there. I'm not a religious man, bless her fucking soul and heart or whatever. She dives in there. And she's trying to break it up. And at that point, I'm like, oh, God, I'm going to break this up. And she's screaming, somebody help me! She's eating fucking elbows and shit as they're, like, trying to, like, fight over her. And I look, and there's all these big brolic football players, including myself, and I look, and they're just like, look at me, and they're like, well, we're all standing there. And they're looking at me like, you can do something about it? I'm like, I guess. Took my book bag off, and I literally just grabbed them both like babies and split them apart. I broke up a lot of fights. And then there was a time Adam and I started getting in trouble because Adam would just jump me at school. That shit's fucking funny. Any good fights at your high school? Stab fights happened all the time. We were in high school. Beeville, right? You went to Beeville, right? Yeah, no good scraps back in the day. He's 3 years older than me. You're 35, right? Okay, so he's 2 years older, a year and a half, something like that. I know. What? He goes, yeah, the only thing that happened, he says something terrible. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. That's terrible. Well, Paul Slaver got his mouth pissed in junior high. Jeff Jones, and the best part about that is, you all think I'm fucking old? Jeff Jones had like a beard and was older than me when we went to Lanigan. And I see Jeff Jones the other day, and he looked at me, and I think he recognized me, and this look on his face like he's still carrying that baggage around. He's like, yeah, I peed in that kid's mouth. I got to scuttle in so people don't know it's me. Like, dude, Jeff Jones was like a super senior before he even got to high school. Yeah, I was one. Super senior. I was almost 20 when I graduated. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Because my mother held me back in second grade because her and the teachers decided they thought it was best that I was immature in second grade. Like, what assholes? Who the fuck does that? And then I failed seventh grade on my own because all I did was like fucking scrap and talk shit, not do my homework, and I fucking skimped out on summer school. Yeah, I think it's like 21. Once you turn 21, you can't go to high school anymore. But I graduated. I graduated. I was 19. I turned 20 that following September. Yeah, but it was 3 months till I was 20.
Binary Helix has settled out of court
with the
Krogan
good times.
Group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan Group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of cure.
Dude, so much funny shit. Then I remember when Josh acted like he was gonna fight Andy Jones. That shit was fucking funny. They got fucking all bent out of shape because they were tag teaming that fucking underage bitch, whatever the fuck her name is, Tara Hobart. And fucking, they all of a sudden, they just got pissed and started to square up with each other. They didn't square up with each other. They met in the hallway, and Josh is like, I'm about to fuck this dude up and all this other stuff. they charge at each other, then they get close to each other, and they start dapping each other up, and they being like, yo, I don't want any problems with you, I don't want any problems with you. Like, reconciling. I'm like, dude. I'm like, you made me come all the way down here for
Word on the
this.
street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist.
We're around the street. Was
Sure
they call
was a
that
big
kid
player
Niner
in
for a
anything
reason.
Going on here. Did you find anything in his office that
Maybe that's why Josh wanted to fight him.
You're looking for.
Josh got sick and tired of putting his peep near that fucking schlong.
Here, Commander, for your trouble.
What would my future cooperation be?
Dude,
Exclusive?
I love Josh
Now, if
to
you'll excuse
death, but dude, Josh and his like when he went through his like real dark periods of time, dude. Like him and Sean Webb, dude, all they used to do was drink and fucking do drugs and share each other's women, dude. I was like, oh god, I had to stop hanging out with you guys. They were fucking shot, dude. Stab's like, enough of the Satan talk. Not today, Satan. You gotta work in the morning, yeah. Get behind me, Satan. That's fucking funny. Alright, later, brother. You know where I'll be for the next whatever. Yeah, gang. Gucci gang. Alright, little brother, know. Later. So what the hell did you have going on today? Okay. How's that going over there? Good. You guys get along? I was always curious as to like how in touch you are with your father's side of the family. Cool. Yeah. 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 Yeah, spending all the money to get down here for... No, I feel you on that. But no, so much running around. Like, holidays are cool and shit, but like, I was just like, oh god. Like, so we had just family over Friday. And I didn't want to bother you. I was curious if you were going to swing by. But I didn't. I was thinking about texting you, but... not Christmas. Yeah. But, yeah, it was just days after days of, like, Christmas shit. Like, we had both sides of our family here. Then we went to Mom's all afternoon the next day, had Chinese to watch movies and shit, hung out there for a while, which is great, watched football. Then did the whole Christmas bit. Her family's the first half of the day, and Mom's the second half of the day. I was like, geez Louise. Just ate too much. I'm like, fuck. But, you know, it's just good seeing everybody, though.
I got business here, but not...
And I hear back from a job. I had a job interview, and I hear back from it sometime earlier this week. The lady emailed me and told me she's going to be hitting me up, so freaking pumped about that.
I'm here on Shaira's behalf. Your lies are hurting her.
Good! The lies have been killing me for days. I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and There's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
This is pathetic. What could a woman do to put you in this state?
Because she rejected me. Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
Big titty bitch. That's fucking funny.
Is she really worth it? There must be other women.
It's not just any woman I want. It's her, and her alone. Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
I'll always say to this day, those songs had my favorite production to them. Music was awesome.
You need to start acting like a general if you want to beat this.
I spent all my life acting like a general, and what did it get me? Huh? No, those days are over. I'll just be what I am. A tired, lonely, worn-out soldier.
You're a damn general. Quit your whining.
Ha! You got balls, kid. There are only 5 people in this damn galaxy who talk to me like that. So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
It damn well couldn't hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Sha'ira's worth the effort. Even if she won't have me back.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right. I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or 2. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there who believes Sha'ira gave up his secrets.
Why would he think such a thing?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
Why can't you tell him yourself?
The last time he saw me, I was disparaging his answers. Take this data pad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Sha'ira and...
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an Elcor diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Sha'ira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
Let's do it. I fucking feel like a shitstorm of dicks, dude. Squad up. Maps. Where are we going here? The Elcor Embassy? The fuck? This fucking game I've been playing is fucking killing me, dude. Axis Football 2023. I'm actually having fun playing it, and it's so fucking funny. Oh, I'm not playing it right now, but the teams out there are hilarious. Alright, okay, I'm in the embassies. He says, for my country. Yeah, I had to a couple times. Yeah, I had to a couple times. Why, what's up? Harvey. I've had Mesa Grande, yes.
Surprised welcome. You have returned, human. Genuine inquiry.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asylum first made contact with us.
I love Joe to death, but I think Joe's
discovered
was
the
mine.
relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel.
Whenever I message
within
him,
one lifetime we established a regular route
he's
to the
like
Citadel,
just sending me
and
back
quickly
like
became
fucking
one of the more active
quotes.
species living on this great station.
You fucking, like, dude, I don't even fucking know how to fucking explain. No, I swear to fucking God, fucking anger is fucking sarcasm is anger's ugly cousin. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day. Strange greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
I know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Unbelieving. I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only...
Here, there should be proof enough for you.
Confused. This is difficult.
This
to
alien
fathom.
species is so fucking awesome
If
on this
Turian
game.
could learn this
There's
on
an alien
his own,
species in this game that's like weird looking. It has a funky, like, it has an odd face with like this weird little thing over its mouth. And they're like a hyper, like, intelligent race of aliens, but they like, when they say sentences on the game, and it's funny, they tell you their like inflection in their demeanor and what they're gonna say, like the emotion behind it by actually saying the words. So like, for example, this guy was telling me something, and he said confused, like letting you know I can't show you with my expressions that I'm confused, so they say it first. He's like, confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret. And they say it like they'll say their like their tone of what they're trying to say before they say the sentence, and it's so fucking funny. You'll be fine. Deal with it.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information. This shit's funny.
Startled realization. I must speak with the consort. Anxious request. Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
I'm sure she'll forgive you. It was an honest mistake.
Doubtful. Perhaps you are right, human. Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, then, not all humans are as you say.
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some way.
Okay. There's that. That's better than those bands that always do shit like that. They're like, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're fucking light them up before they get in the song. Hey, 6, 7, 8.
Septimus has sent word. Apparently, he sought the consort's forgiveness.
That's right. It was a long time ago.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
It was my honor to aid you.
You are too kind, Commander. But I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart. I also have one more thing to give you, if you are interested.
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see your skin, tough as the scales on any Turian, unyielding, a wall between you and everyone else, but it protects you, makes you strong. That strength is what kept you alive when everyone around you was dying. You alone survived. You will continue to survive. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
You have quite a gift, Sha'ira.
Thank you. Not everyone appreciates it as you do. Never underestimate the power of words. Here, Commander. In light of your efforts with the Alcor ambassador, I would like you to have this small trinket.
What is it?
A small mystery. I have never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave. I have done everything I can for you. Remember my words, Commander Shepard. They will give you strength.
Sauce. Wonder what Chucky Bottle's up to. Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? You're 1,000 miles away, but bitch, tonight you look so pretty. Yes, you do. This meat can't shine as bright as you. I swear it's true. Going to the Citadel Tower. You know, someday we'll make it big and we'll have a fucking Citadel, dude. You shall not enter my Citadel.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarian's evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
Like, what do you mean? So what one are you clicking? Are you clicking admission applicants or current students, faculty, and staff? Try using single sign-on. Current students, admission, and staff. It doesn't let you do it with the... Right, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would not have to be in there and fuck with it. You might not be able to yet. Did they change it?
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region. Keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The Commander's right.
Mass Effect.
There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
I faced Saren on Eden Prime and exposed him for a traitor. I've proven myself.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
Oh no, Commander Shepard.
It is the decision of the Council that you
the big
3-0, privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Crazy.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
I thought the ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
What do you expect from a politician? Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Squad up, baby, squad up. Alright. That album was good. I gotta crash, bro. Yeah, I'm fucking tired, so I'm gonna crash. I don't gotta work tomorrow, so I'm gonna fucking... Shit. I'll be out in the evening, though, if you want to play Warzone. Okay. Alright. Hey, just text me. Later.